Basketball starts here. Welcome into Game 1 in the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs. We're at Talking Stick Resort Arena in downtown Phoenix. Tonight, it's the Phoenix Suns getting set to match up with the New Orleans Pelicans. Alongside Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Suns as they enter play. They're rested, they're ready to go, and they'll have home court advantage to begin here in games 1 and 2.
And I'll tell you what, I am looking forward to this series right here. This is going to be a dogfight. We got a couple of teams that match up very well. I can see this one going to length. Yes, 7 games. That's how even these teams are.
It's good and one.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw up and good. It's a three-point play on the first possession of the game. New Orleans will take it up. McCollum to Valanciunas. Takes stock of the floor. Taken by the Suns.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Booker, and he buries it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Nance. Not done yet. A pass stolen by Phoenix. C.J. McCollum pins it.
Continuous effort is the key for your team's success. No one this entire ball game has quit on a play. That right there, that's what's going to help your team win this game.
One free throw, count it. It's a three-point play, and the lead up to 8. Nance. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go.
It didn't hurt him this time, but defensively, you got to prevent him from even catching the ball to begin with.
Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton. Safe to say, notice has been served.
Sometimes things go good, other times things go great. Everything going that team's way right now.
Nance to McCollum. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Booker with it. 10-0 is the score. DeAndre Ayton to Booker. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
McCollum, guarded by Devin Booker. Nothing going here on that drive. And scores on the step back. Unguardable, Jay.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Mikal Bridges. throws it down. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
It's Suns ball. DeAndre Ayton to Mikal Bridges. Easy path to the rim.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
McCollum against Chris Paul. Nance goes to the left side. To McCollum. New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. Here's a chance from long range. Very little's gone right in this first quarter, but with that three, you look at the scoreboard, they're back within 9.
And Ed, Rome was not built in one day. You can't rush the process. Just keep chipping away. Chip, chip, chip.
McCollum into the front court. His team down 9. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Count the basket.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Booker guarded by McCollum. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Nance. It's Phoenix ball. Booker. It was right there. Nance to McCollum. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Mikal Bridges. Has a look. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. McCollum with the basketball. 9-point margin. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Booker. To Paul.
The NBA Playoffs 2022 round games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Action Infinity 22.
Count the basket at the rim.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Pelicans basketball. Nance to McCollum. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
C.J. McCollum has got 2 shots coming. A career 84% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws. JaVale McGee. To Payton. Off the assist.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Pelicans have the basketball. C.J. McCollum missed his first. That one goes.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Mikal Bridges. Here comes the screen. 4-3. Well defended. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Suns. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul. Knocks down a tough shot. That was smothering defense. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. DeAndre Ayton to Booker. Payton to Booker. Look out, Devin Booker. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Into the front court, it's Booker. Lead stands at 7. Paul. DeAndre Ayton to Booker. Shot clock winding down. Just not going down.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Screen coming. Short jumper stays out.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Booker. Got it to go on the step back. Jay, he found a way.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
The NBA Playoffs 2022 round Game 1 matchup will be coming up next. Seed 4 Dallas Mavericks, Seed 5 Utah Jazz.
Short jumper misses. Paul across the timeline. The lead stands at 9. DeAndre Ayton to Paul. Deep two there, won't go.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Oh, he was wide open. And it's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
That misses with a second to go. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in Game 1. Jay and I back with more after this. This is the first round of the West Playoffs on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Devin Booker, huge block. Stays in bounds. Really good hustle. Trying to cash in. Arc shot, no good. He can't connect.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Booker to Mikal Bridges. Beyond the arc for 3. Drains it.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Here comes the screen.
The NBA Playoffs 2022 round Game 2 matchup will be coming up next. Seed 2 Memphis Grizzlies, Seed 7 Minnesota Timberwolves.
By me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Could not throw it down. Paul into the front court. Lead stands at 10. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Valanciunas.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Look out, Devin Booker. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
The pass set it all up.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Suns with the basketball. DeAndre Ayton to Paul.
The NBA Playoffs 2022 round Game 2 matchup will be coming up next. Seed 6 Denver Nuggets, Seed 3 Golden State Warriors.
DeAndre Ayton, a couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. And he connects on the first free throw. and gets both to drop at the line. Ingram matched up with Booker, curling inside. Doesn't have the touch, no good. Paul with it up top. His guys leading by 14. Ingram's shot won't go. Now Paul with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. And the rebound comes down to New Orleans. Clark with it. 14-point deficit to Valanciunas. It's good. Now the Suns coach gonna signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Paul. To Payton. Down for McGee. A fundamental shot right there.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
C.J. McCollum. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
And CJ is a guy that doesn't get the
The
respect that he
NBA playoffs
deserves on a
2022-1 round Game 2 matchup will be coming up next. Seed 4 Dallas Mavericks, Seed 5 Utah Jazz.
In range once he leaves the car entering the stadium.
Here comes the screen. Mikal Bridges. 5 on the shot clock for Phoenix. To Paul. Knocks it down from mid-range. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
Elfrid Payton, guarded by McCollum. C.J. McCollum. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper's wet too?
Paul to Booker. To Payton. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. New blood coming in for both sides. McCollum into the front court. Down 12. C.J. McCollum. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
And if you
The
don't
NBA
contest,
playoffs
he's knocking that down with
2022-1
ease.
round Game 2 matchup will be coming up next. Seed 5 Toronto Raptors, Seed 4 Philadelphia 76ers.
DeAndre Ayton to Booker. Down for McGee. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
McCollum with the basketball. Down a dozen. clock expires. 24-second violation. Booker to Paul. Booker. DeAndre Ayton to Mikal Bridges. My goodness, did you see that, Jay?
That's nasty. Just disrespectful.
Nance to McCollum. Five to shoot for the Pelicans. Not that time. Paul into the front court. Lead is 12. DeAndre Ayton to Paul. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Ed, all this talk I heard over the summer, what about CP3's hamstring? Will he be able to get back his first step? Will he still have it? There you go.
McCollum picked up by Paul. Shot from in close, no good. Paul across the timeline. They lead it by 14. DeAndre Ayton to Paul. Mikal Bridges. Down to 5 on the 24. Has a chance. And scores. Nice move, Jay.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
No, the Suns come up with the steal.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Paul sizing up McCollum. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. To Valanciunas. McCollum guarded by Devin Booker. Nance. To McCollum. New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. Has a look. Shot by McCollum won't go. Into the front court. It's Booker. His guys holding the big lead. To Paul. Shot won't go. McCollum into the front court. He'll run the offense. Lets it fly from long range. Not that time. He missed it. Mikal Bridges. Now pass stolen by the Pelicans. And that's rebounded by the Suns. Paul into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. DeAndre Ayton to Booker. The Suns with 4 to shoot. DeAndre Ayton. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
JaVale McGee to Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges with the strong finish. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
McCollum in a matchup with Booker. Five to shoot for the Pelicans. Here comes the screen. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim, short.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Nice pass to set things up.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
The Pelicans will take the timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. McCollum, guarded by Devin Booker. From long range. That's good D. Shot no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Paul. And scores on the step back.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Nothing going here on that drive. Knocks it down off the step back. Deep three at the buzzer. Good. A three at the buzzer. Everything going right so far as they've extended the lead. It's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Suns didn't hold back in that opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Phoenix Suns. The Pelicans may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they've got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. These are the guys getting buckets for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Game track. Assists.
The New Orleans Pelicans are struggling to move the ball and create good looks for each other. What makes it worse is their opponent isn't having nearly the same problem.
Player of the half.
Ayton couldn't be denied the award after all of those slams. He might get top plays all to himself at the end of the game if he keeps this up.
Who was gold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Nance. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Mikal Bridges. It's Pelicans ball. Nance. To McCollum. Nance. New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Larry Nance Jr. trying to cash in on the 3-point play. For his career, 68%. Free throw's good to cap off the 3-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. Booker with it. His guys lead here early stages, 3rd quarter. DeAndre Ayton to Booker. Gets it in the right corner. Mikal Bridges to Paul. Trying to cash in, and he knocks it down, Jay.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short on the shot.
Booker to Mikal Bridges. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
To Mikal Bridges. Throws it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. McCollum with the basketball. Down a bundle. It goes down. JaVale McGee to Mikal Bridges. Screen coming. Mikal Bridges to Paul. Has a chance. Ooh, Chris Paul. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Now Ingram down low. Almost unlucky bounce. To Paul. JaVale McGee. Paul. No good. That's great defense. Nance. JaVale McGee rejects it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
And the Pelicans able to clear the rebound. McCollum into the front court. His guys down big. Ingram picked up by Booker. Paul with it up top. Looking to make something happen. To Mikal Bridges. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Trying to cash in. Shot by Ingram misses. Booker to Paul. JaVale McGee to Booker. Can't connect. McCollum matched up with Booker. And the finish. Slam dunk.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Here's CP3. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To McCollum. And the rebound belongs to Phoenix. Phoenix with it. Paul. Sizing up the defense. To Mikal Bridges. DeAndre Ayton. Oh, not a good pass as the Pelicans come up with it.
You go back to the principles. Things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Ed, I'm telling you right now, that is the move of an assassin.
To Mikal Bridges. Chance for Paul. No good. Nance. 5 to shoot for the Pelicans. Fires the three. He engulfed him that time.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Devin Booker in his own desert. No one in sight, and he takes advantage.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Screen coming. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Mikal Bridges. To Booker. C.J. McCollum swats it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Paul. Got toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Reset here. Let's see what they do. Here comes the screen. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Paul to Mikal Bridges. They get it down to Paul. McCollum with the basketball. He'll run the offense. New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. For 3. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
And he's going to the line to shoot.
Ed and I want to go home too, but fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
DeAndre Ayton at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. New Orleans has it. Able to convert inside.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Hayden with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. DeAndre Ayton. Nance. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
JaVale McGee to Mikal Bridges. That's rebounded by New Orleans. Has a chance. Clark shot, no good. He can't connect.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Mikal Bridges is going to get a chance at 3 here. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, count it. It's the second. One more coming. Hits all 3 free throws. New Orleans going to take it up. Here comes the screen. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
DeAndre Ayton. Whistle sounds. We have a tie-up. Jump ball. They don't want to lose this possession. Let's see what they can do with the jump. And he finishes at the rim.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Here comes the screen. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Down for McGee. Larry Nance Jr. sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Deep three at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Suns dominating so far. It'll be Suns basketball as we begin the fourth quarter, and they have done no wrong to this point. They have this game well in control.
They took control early, and they never let up. The scary thing about this team, if they keep their foot on the gas and then throttle it down, they can win this game by 50.
Nothing going here on that drive. Going to launch beyond the arc, and he buries it. Jay upping the ante from beyond the arc.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Paul to Booker. JaVale McGee to Booker. Paul. Now that's a contest. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Suns control the possession. JaVale McGee to Paul. Has a look. That's no good. Knocked loose. Clark guarded by CP3. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
5 to shoot for the Pelicans. Here's a chance from long range. That's how you defend. Into the front court, it's Booker. His guys hold a commanding lead. Gets it to go, and the foul.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Devin Booker at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead. McCollum. The screen sets him up for 2.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
DeAndre Ayton to Paul. Goes to the right side. Booker. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
McCollum into the front court. Down a bundle. New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
C.J. McCollum trying to cash in on a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. Now Paul with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. DeAndre Ayton down for McGee. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Here comes the screen. McCollum. You've got to get that one to go. Phoenix has the ball. Screen coming. Paul against the Lehigh product. From the painted area, won't go down. To McCollum. Got it.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Mikal Bridges. To Payton. Mikal Bridges. To Paul. Trying to cash in. No good. No daylight. Great defense.
And the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
JaVale McGee to Paul. JaVale McGee to Payton. Oh, nice find for the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Paul. 4-3. And Chris Paul, he's been doing that for years. Wide open look, and he buries it.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Screen coming. Deep two there, won't go. To Paul. Mikal Bridges to Paul. Here comes the screen. Chance for Chris Paul. Knocks it down off the step back. When you look at playmakers from the last decade plus, what sets Chris Paul apart?
He always puts you in a position to succeed. He leads because he's vocal, and when he directs and he guides, there is nobody better at the position than CP3.
The drive, right to the basket. Short jumper off the mark. The follow won't go either. To Paul. Gets it to go. Didn't have many choices there. Lets it fly.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collected. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Nance. Paul into the front court. He'll run the offense. Has a chance, can't connect. Defense did its job that time.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
They get it down to Ingram. Won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Paul. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Pelicans. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Booker. It's Paul for two. And scores on the step back. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
Booker to Paul. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul to Booker. They get it down to Paul. And scores. Strong take.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way, though.
To McCollum. Look out, Larry Nance Jr.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Here's Paul, controlling the offense. DeAndre Ayton to Mikal Bridges. Devin Booker. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Knocked loose. Taken by the Suns.
Let's just let the clock run out. We got to get out of here. I got a dinner to go to.
Nothing going here on that drive. Paul driving, but he can't connect. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Nance knocked loose. Picked up by the Suns.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Off the assist.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Nance to McCollum. Paul across the timeline. His guys holding the big lead. Mikal Bridges to Paul. Beyond the arc for three. Mikal Bridges forced that one. Well defended. Nance. Not that time.
And I'm telling you from personal experience, those are the ones that keep you up late at night. A point-blank miss right there. You got to make those.
It's the Suns with the victory. They've jumped down front, 1-0 in this best-of-7 series. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Suns added a win with today's solid victory. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. Check out the leading scores to the Phoenix Suns. The Pelicans put up a fight, but didn't get their hands raised at the end. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Game track. Assists.
The Phoenix Suns played fantastic team basketball today. Ball movement is clearly what separated these two squads.
Player of the game.
Ayton was aggressive today with his scoring, getting his points right at the basket. He put down a crazy number of dunks in today's matchup.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.